Hey everyone, it's another episode of Unedited No BS. I haven't done a video in a while, so let's do another one about this scammer named Invest with Corey. Top AI to buy now. I've never seen it.
From running a business, getting married, having two kids.
I'm assuming. Oh, top AI. I'm assuming the top AI is going to be NVIDIA, AMC. One that's been popular lately that people have been talking about is NVTS. So yeah, they're probably going to be in the top three, I'm assuming. Let's see if he's not a copycat.
In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 AI.
Interesting, there's no ads anymore. Well, he's probably going to sell his courses later on, but let's see. Let's watch it in a much faster speed. So 1.5.
AI stocks that you should think about adding to your portfolio right away due to AI, quantum computing, and the overall landscape of technology going forward. These are the best overall.
Haters gonna hate. No, I don't hate you, Corey, because I'm a hater. I hate you because you stole money from me, and you haven't refunded my money. So fuck you, Corey. I'm not a hater. I just want my money back.
All stocks, in my opinion, I'm going to share them with you guys so you have the option to potentially grow alongside these stocks. However, first, before we get into today's video, huge announcement. Tomorrow, my free masterclass webinar returns.
So watching this is the 7th. Hopefully, if you sign up for his class, this webinar, he's gonna ask you to sign up for, to talk to some of his salespeople. They're gonna try to sell you his course. Don't buy it. It's a ripoff. Pretty much, he doesn't give you any more information than his YouTube videos. Surprisingly enough, his YouTube videos have more information and is better for you than his Discord.
6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, tomorrow, Friday, June 6th. I hope to see you guys there. Very limited spots. The link's in the information box below. I'll be answering.
Limited spots? I bet you, all of you who signed up got the spot. He's a fucking liar.
Your questions. I'll have a Q&A, huge announcement, and I'll be teaching some exclusive strategies from my Discord, charting analysis, and I want to show you
42 seconds. You still haven't talked about a single AI stock.
You why you're losing in the market and how you can turn those losses into wins. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So let's get started on today's video. I'm going to show you guys the top 5 AI stocks that you should be thinking about adding to your portfolio. And I went through a lot of the different tech stocks, and these are the ones that have the most promise. I have not really included quantum computing stocks, just AI and tech stocks in this video. So let's dive right in. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And if you guys want to see the top 5 quantum computing stocks for 2025, then leave a comment below and I will make that video for you. We're going to start off with number 5, and that is a stock called Navitas, ticker symbol NVTS. Navitas Semiconductor.
Did I not call NVTIS? This fucker just copies from other people.
Engages in the development of ultra-efficient gallium nitride (GaN) semiconductor. Net income negative, but the EBITDA is also in the negative float. But you won't find very many businesses long-term. But at this price, it is very enticing, which is why I have brought this stock into the top.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrer.
So NVIDIA is not just his pick. Other people have picked it as well. So
The number 3 AI stock to add to your portfolio, which we will be getting to soon. But just so you know, number 3 is actually partnered with CrowdStrike. Looking at CrowdStrike, they have beat earnings consecutively. Next earnings is in September 2nd. June 3rd, they beat earnings, crushed as per usual. They missed on revenue very slightly, very, very slightly. And looking at market cap, they're
CrowdStrike it's not really an AI stock. They're a pretty much counter cyber attack. So no.
expected to turn profitability.
Core Weaver. Dang, this guy watched Stocks with Josh, I think. Stocks with Josh came with
less GPUs. They offer software that enables customers to monitor and control the performance of their hardware components. And CoreWeave has strong partnership with NVIDIA and has been recognized as an early adopter of their new GPUs, including the
There's going to be AMC next and NVIDIA probably.
Walmart has done it, NVIDIA has done it twice, and there are other stocks that have also done it. In fact, I'll be teaching in the webinar tomorrow, Friday, June 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Look, 16 minutes later, he's pushing his class again. He needs this money.
3 p.m. Pacific, you don't want to miss it. I'll be hosting a Q&A to answer your questions. Huge announcement. Also, the link is in the information box below. I'm going to show you.
Buy 100 shares at 51. Thank you so much. Megan Bank also made some money on Enphase. Another good play. Let's jump on your live stream too. Today's go. 7 minute live stream.
why you're losing. I'm going to blow your mind on what it is you're missing on fundamentals, technicals, and how to make money in an up or down market, especially a volatile market. And if you want to make the profits you see on the screen and you want to grow your portfolio, whether you're new or whether you've been in the market for a while and you're losing money, you want to be at this webinar tomorrow, very limited spots. And just to give you guys a little bit of insight on how I teach my students how to trade, here's a quick clip of me in today's morning coaching call in the Discord showing my students how to scalp and day trade on Tesla right after it had dropped. And before it had its big drop, we made 60% or near 60% returns in a 5-minute trade. Check out the clip.
If we can get this candle red down to here and it resists down in here on the 1 minute, there we go. There we go. See, just like I thought. Come on, come down to support. There we go. Come to Papa. If this candle breaks above here, then we're in a mini uptrend to up here. We're waiting for a break up here or a drop down here. If it breaks up here, we got to wait more. If it drops down here, we wait for a pullback up and we enter. I'm waiting for all the selling to stop, which is likely down here. See, told you. What did I tell you? It was going to go right back to red. See, it's going up now. If you took it, Derek, you're making money now. You see? You're going to make money, Derek. Get ready to get out. As soon as Tesla goes to 322, I would get out right there. Okay, so be careful. That's your max for right now. And this is your other. These are your 2 lines, Derek. You want to play these lines, okay?
Yeah. Just letting you know, this is probably in order to get into this course, because I've been to his live aftermarket, not really aftermarket, but he has it around 9 a.m. or that's considered, I guess, it's New York time, or is it 10? It's pretty much an hour or two after market. He has them on Tuesdays and Fridays, I believe, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've been through them. But he does not do these types for you guys. He's just lying to you. He's probably mostly on drugs all the time, or just flaking on people.
It's resisting this line right here. What was your entry price, like 320.78 or something?
Yeah, right when you said you're looking at.
See, he thinks this is just a one-on-one. You're paying extra money just to be in with this guy.
That price I saw that.
It's not worth it, by the way. He's ripping you off. Don't listen to him.
Gaming or GPUs for infrastructure, data, and quantum, everything is built by NVIDIA. In fact, the only reason why and most expensive moves are
no AMC. That's interesting.
going to be higher than it is right now. In fact, almost sure that's just where the stock could return to. The $72 billion a year. Your portfolio, if you look at potential, I am his account from 300,000 pulled back a little bit in free cash flow in the most recent quarter. But
Palantir, yeah, it's pretty much everyone knows about those. I guess the only one that's a surprise that I didn't guess was pretty much Corey Weaver. It's a pretty good stock, I guess. It's pretty hypey right now, though.
This honestly is the stock to really look at for number. Puts on Palantir at $200, I think it is, and selling put options a month.
Guess he's not selling his AMC anymore. If you're wondering, I did talk to some people who are upset with him, and they did say that he recommended people buy AMC a long time ago before it dropped, and people lost a lot of money on their AMC trade. A lot of money for a very long time, because it still hasn't all recovered yet. He recommended them to buy the September 125, and that was in February. A lot of people lost their money, and he hasn't mentioned AMC again. I guess he hasn't admit his fault that he got a lot of people trapped in that trade.
Month out down here, so that if it does dip and we get a sign, we're getting this.
Anyways, let's see what else he got. Stocks,
from running a business, getting married.
Alright. Become a millionaire. Tom Lee. The market's about to explode. Turn 2 can't hit with leap options on SoFi. He's been pushing a lot of SoFi lately. SoFi's a good stock. I'm not going to man, he does not look good in that photo. Watch before 9:30. Alright, let's see.
John Cena snacked it.
So this is his before 9. So this is a week ago. Let's see if he's right about what happened on Monday.
Wondering what your favorite tech stocks are going to do this week in the market with all of this data coming out, then this is the video for you. But stick around because I'm going to show you 2 strategies. One on how to gauge the strength of the United States currency against the world, to understand the strength of the market at any particular time, as well as a very powerful strategy on how to gauge what is going to happen. And I will see you at the webinar on Friday, June 6th. So the first thing we're going to do is
a minute 30 in, he's finally talking.
We are looking at the VIX. And you have to understand that there's importance in the VIX, a lot of importance because it shows what's going on with fear and greed. And this is something you really have to think about long and hard before you invest in a stock or when you're looking at the market, because when you look back at when Donald Trump had the tariffs first announced, you can see there was a lot of fear from April 2nd until about April 23rd or 28th, pretty much the whole month of April. And the whole time it was sitting up here in the 40 to 50 range, or even in the $30, $35 range. All this area here was in extreme fear. Once he paused the tariffs, it dropped, and it was in my orange to red zone, which are the different zones that I teach in Discord. But when you look at this, orange to red is kind of not good either, but it's intermediate to dangerous. It's not as bad as the extreme fear up here. And then once he started making...
He does not teach us this in your Discord. He just made this up. He's just learning as you go. This is all new information for him too, I think. Because I took all his courses. This guy doesn't know jack squat. He's learning as he goes right now.
Progress with Europe, China. You can see that's where it stabilized and then dropped off when he finally came to some sort of temporary agreement with China, and it's consolidated between the green and the yellow. And I prefer to see the VIX below 18, but we have seen it right here between 18 and 20, which is pretty decent. We have a lot of data coming out this coming week, which is why it spiked up and then came back down. But this is also due to Europe, as well as other issues, geopolitical issues, and recent news that has come out. It creates volatility and fear in the market, but it's dropping off. And we do have manufacturing data, which historically over the last couple of years is not the greatest, but we're expecting 48.7 to be nice to see an expansion to maybe 49.5 or 50, which would be very neutral and very good. And if we get that, the market will do very well this week. But we have to consider that it may not happen, but based on the previous few months, it's likely. Not guaranteed, obviously, but likely. When we look at this, there could be some decent amount of selling Monday morning. The VIX will probably start to spike up with some selling, then the data comes out, it'll drop off. This is happening at 10 a.m., so opening bell is going to be pretty volatile. We have job openings, which is going to be coming the following day, and this is going to be at 10 a.m. as well. And when we look at services PMI, which is going to be on Wednesday, I believe it's Wednesday, right? Yes. So we have PMI services data on Wednesday. We've been beating PMI services consistently. Wrong positions. You have to be very cautious between, but they're a very tech-driven company and data-driven company, and it's resisting right here at the gap. I do expect a Monday morning, early Monday morning sell-off into 9:30, 10 a.m. when data comes out, then the stock bounces back up and tries to break and work its way back up for the week. But that is likely if we beat data. If we don't, then it could end up down here somewhere. Now, if we beat data Monday, that doesn't mean the whole entire week is going to be good. It just means that...
He's all wrong about Tesla. I can't really call him on that because Elon and Trump had a war, so the stock's more like really down here. Like it's way below his levels, but just skip it because he was, not because he was wrong, because no one saw that tweet, so let's go with NVIDIA.
Cuts. Jerome Powell speaks. We could very well see Tesla due to robotaxi and all this data coming out in June to reach highs of 400 to 420 again. Stocks that are pretty big behemoths and they're heavyweight in the S&P. So if you have Apple and Amazon that are not doing well, they're going to pull the SPY down. In order to counteract that, we would need Meta, Microsoft, Google, and NVIDIA to all be doing well. You probably looked at the SPY before and seen that it was coming down and been like, this doesn't make any sense because Microsoft, Google, and Meta are consolidating. Well, the reason why they're consolidating and SPY is going down is if you go over and look at Apple and Amazon, likely they're going down because they're very heavy weighted in the SPY. So you really need to have a couple of these stocks doing well if a couple are doing poor in order to balance the SPY out. When we look at the SPY on the 4-hour chart, we can see we broke out of the downtrend, dipped below it, came right back up, broke out again, and now we bounced off the support many times. Therefore, it's official to say at this point in time that the SPY has actually broken all of the downtrends. And this is something that I teach in the Discord. If you're having trouble understanding this, looking to retire, do better for your account, you're looking to make profits just like my students in the market currently, then you can sign up at any time. Links in the information box below, and I explain all of this. Stick around. I'm going to show you a very powerful strategy on how to gauge the market Sunday night going into Monday morning, and how to gauge the market strength and the economy strength of the United States against world economy and different currencies. So when we look at this, we broke structure here, change of character right here. We broke structure right there with the gap up. Another...
Man, this guy is just saying, like, how are you gonna read this? Like, you need to blow this up. Like, broke structure. You just say, broke structure here, drop down here. Or he's not really giving you information. He's not really teaching you anything right here.
Is definitely not the opportune moment. We're at the top of the Bollinger Band, the top of my AVP, which is my custom strategy I teach in Discord. We're at the top of the Fibonacci. So this is not good to buy right now unless you're averaging your cost. I mean, dollar cost averaging is averaging, not dollar cost lowering. So my 33-10 rule that I teach in Discord is you can buy 3 times within... and see that we're near the mid to top right here. So we ultimately want to sell put options down here. This way, things happening is it's being held down by hedge funds and manipulated. There's a lot of shares for sale up here. So for NVIDIA to break 140 is going to be one heck of a task. I see it dipping Monday morning, waiting on data. If data is good, it comes up. Dipping again Wednesday for data, come up if the data is good. And then Thursday and Friday, it could kind of come up and down. It could honestly, because it's NVIDIA and the way things are going, we could see like 144 by the end of the week, or we could see ultimately 125-ish. It's going to be...
He was so wrong. NVIDIA stayed at pretty much the 141 throughout the entire week. This guy's a liar. It's a grift. Man, I can't believe freaking bought his courses thinking I could teach you. He just got lucky with a few trades like Kim's, and I think Kim's is the only one I could say that's really, really good. Has SoundHound's been crashing, and he hasn't mentioned SoundHound at all. How do you guys feel about SoundHound, by the way? Leave a comment down below my video if you have something to say about SoundHound. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'm gonna pretty much post this video ASAP so you guys can see it.